Okay, we're back again. Yeah, let's go take a look here. I feel like I fought this boss in the story. I don't remember. I mentioned this in the first video. Was normally when they have a new boss in the story, to not spoil it, they put like a thing here, but I don't know. I can't remember. Um, anyway, the point being is that this one's going to be anomaly based, which I'm still considering. So I did that summoning video. We missed the pity on her, the 50-50, so I have a full pity now. As you can see from that video, I've been dumping a lot more summons into her. Just she works really well with Jane and the wind element. Um, Having wind coverage is pretty decent, but I'm kind of second guessing. Like, what's the word? I'm like triple guessing at this point because at first I was like, I probably don't want her, and then after looking at her and playing with her, because I've been using her in Hollow Zero because it lets you borrow them there, and that new game mode where you have to fight the bosses and you don't get to use your builds or your characters. They just give you all the characters for free and say, play on an even footing with other players and see how far you can get, right? So I've been using her there as well. And just her compatibility with Jane is really good. So I don't know, it's been making me want to pull for her. But the only hesitation I have now is that before we knew Ramiel was coming and we were pretty sure she was a Void Hunter, but we weren't like there was still speculation. But I think in that live stream that came out either today or yesterday, I think they guaranteed she was a Void Hunter. So the question is, do I pull for Valina or do I wait for Ramiel to get here? And I think I might. I think what I might end up doing is just holding off on pulling for her until Ramiel gets revealed and I can see her kit and what we're dealing with. But it's gonna be hard to just pass up a Void Hunter like that. So I don't know. Well, it'll take some time to figure out what we're doing or what we're not doing. I do still kind of want to pull for Valina because her weapon isn't that like useful. I like pulling for units that I don't have to pull their weapons for. Obviously, it'd be better to pull for her weapon, but we're getting a free weapon here in one of these like events in a bit that is pretty decent on her. But like I said, her main thing is just to hang out with Jane and bring Jane up a little bit. So I'm probably not going to get it now. The other question is, will she boost and help Ramiel? Because that it'd be kind of interesting. Because right now the three Void Hunters we got were Miyabi, who is technically an anomaly unit, but it doesn't matter with her. Again, she's technically an anomaly unit, but she doesn't care. She does kind of direct damage with crit and crit rate, attack percentage, and all that kind of stuff. She doesn't really care about anomaly mastery. No, AP. She doesn't care about anomaly proficiency. So like she takes advantage of anomaly a little bit, but mainly just for the freeze. But in practice, she is more of like just a regular DPS like Yishuan or whatever. Well, Yishuan's a rupture, but you know what I'm saying. Just direct damage rather than some kind of elemental type of damage or dot damage. So that's Miyabi, who again technically classified as an anomaly unit, but specifically speaking, she plays more like an attacker. Then we got Yishuan, who again, while technically she is a rupture unit, she plays like an attacker. She just scales off of HP rather than just attack, right? So she's basically the same thing. And then finally, we have Yeshing Wang, who again is just a straight up attacker. So the point I'm trying to make is that all three of these have just been more or less straight up attackers. So it'd be interesting to see what Ramiel comes out with as a hypothetically, right? I'm not saying anything because I don't know anything, but hypothetically, she's going to be a wind anomaly void hunter. And the combination of those three things sounds really interesting to see what she can do. But for now, I think I'm probably gonna pull for Valina because we have this patch plus the patch after Valina that comes with what's that? The little girl with the A on her hat or whatever, the one that comes out in the story. I don't know, remember what her name was. I'm not gonna pull for her because I really don't care about that character. But it'd be interesting to see how if that Void Hunter comes out, Ramiel, and she has all those things we said, anomaly plus wind. What's her? She's probably gonna synchronize really well with Valina. So it'd be pretty good to have Valina in the back pocket so that when Ramiel hits, you have her best partner already, right? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. But I think for now, I'm probably just gonna keep going until I do get Valina. Anyway, that was a whole long thing to say. I don't have her for this, and there's a whole lot of text here that I don't want to read. More anomaly damage, vortex damage increases, which I'm not going to get because I don't have any. I don't have Valina. Something about a barrier. Man, this is. I don't want to read all this. Each stack of laceration increases stun damage multiplier, so we want to stun him. Each parry against whatever 1,000 performance points, triggering a chain parry against the final slam. Okay, so basically just parry and we'll get those bonuses. We're gonna go here. I have to change her because I was playing her with Valina. Okay, so this is her build. 192, 26, 431. Skills. The skills don't really matter. This is her gear. Here's Nangong.
You, manager. We can go out anytime.
These are Nangong skills. So there's another +4 that I got. This is a +4, +1 on anomaly, which is actually, it's just crazy. If you guys, yeah, attack plus anomaly is really good. Especially on her, where she's saturating a lot of anomaly proficiency because of this weapon. Attack is slightly better. Now, there's really no way to go about it because you're saturating attack and anomaly because she saturates anomaly and then she saturates your attack. So either way, you're not doing too well, I think. Yeah, so this is her stats again. Very simple. Just attack and anomaly is all you want on her. Attack first to get her to 3,000. Once she's at 3,000, all anomaly. I think someone had mentioned there's a threshold at 32, but I've looked through her kit and I didn't see it. I haven't looked at it in that much detail, but if anybody knows why some people say 31 or 3,200, feel free to let me know. But for right now, I have no idea why they're saying that.
Wanna be my research subject?
And that's that. Let's hope my controller doesn't connect this time. It doesn't disconnect, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I've been here before in the story. This looks scary. I don't know what's going on.
Just leave it to me.
Is that guy running my timer down? Yes, he is.
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness?
That was no fair. I was getting out of the animation of that. I'm not used to fighting this guy, so I don't know his like parry windows.
Careful. I bite.
I'm just gonna stun him. Well, this is kind of overkill because he's already close to being stunned anyway, but whatever.
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? Careful. I bite. Catch him off guard. Don't get sloppy. Here's a taste of the abyss. Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? No escape. Careful. I bite. Wanna know what lurks in the darkness?
Wow, it's gonna dump the bad guys on me like
Press the advantage. Now, you're the prey. This one's careful. I bite. Oops, sorry.
I don't know with the ults. Or him, it, whatever.
Come on! Don't be nervous!
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? Careful. I bite. Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? The final act begins now.
Careful, don't get scared!
Careful. I bite.
Yeah, his moveset's a little confusing. Let's see. We got there 26. We didn't get all the whatevers. I think he hit me with some of that, the stuff I was supposed to block to get those points. So yeah, so not too bad though. Let's go see what place we got in. Fortunately, he doesn't have any resistances, so this is I kind of like this because what it means is that you can kind of bring any team you want into this. Like if you have an anomaly team, you can try it out with a bunch of different anomaly units, right? One of the things that I'm sure you guys have all seen in this channel is it's kind of annoying when they bring in an anomaly unit and it's like resistant to assault or whatever, physical, and well, you can't do any damage to them because you're like way resisted and you can't build up enough and just anything like that. But this one's kind of nice. He's wind specific, but everyone else can pile in if they want and try it out. But yeah, we'll see how we do. I'll probably come back and re-show this one off. During Corrupted Barrier. Yeah, this is, I don't know. I don't want to read all this. It's really dumb. But 1500 probably gets us to 27.5, which gets us on the same level as the Yexing Wang team, or the Yexing Wang team. So not too bad. What I might end up doing is I might see, I don't know. We'll try this one again with the weapon and all that stuff and see where this gets us, and then this one I'll probably just keep going at it until I get familiar with the boss. And once I'm familiar, hopefully you guys can see a higher score. But I'd like to get this one above 30,000. So next time, if you see this up on the channel, this video, another video fighting this boss, hopefully I'm at the point where I can get him over 30 with Jane. I want to try with Jane without Valina first and see what I can do. And then if we pull Valina along the way, obviously I'll start working on building her. But Valina's going to take way longer to build because I just spent all my resources on Pyrois. So, you know, unfortunately, this game is pretty good in terms of like the resources they give out, but it only gives you realistically enough resources to upgrade one character per patch or whatever. So yeah, that'll take time to work out, but yeah, we'll see. This one looks like a really interesting rotation, and especially with the new characters we're getting and all that stuff. So you might see more videos going through this as I practice on my own time, and then I kind of showcase a decent run to you guys, and you guys can see what's capable of. I'm more Steven considering running like more budgetary teams. See what we can do, but we'll see. Like I always want to try doing this with oh, I didn't mean to do that. Like I'm not going to perform better than what I just did now using like Seth, but I like to run Seth every so often. But I don't know if anybody likes to see go away. See people running Seth because Seth's like old gen and he's not really, I don't know. I think he's a lot of fun. I still run him almost all the time, just not for like the official videos. Let's go try this with Seth just for fun. Where is?
I would need some.
If you need help, call me anytime.
We gotta switch this weapon out.
A mission?
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Which lets me change this into attack percentage. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. I just want to see how well this compares.
Careful. I bite.
James, time to rotate.
Hit him where it hurts. No escape. Found your weakness.
Fine.
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness?
Let's restart. There's so many mistakes in that opening. I feel so rusty with sets sometimes. Like sometimes I'm like locked in, and then sometimes you're just like you're fumbling basic combos. Let's see. All right, try this again.
Careful. I bite. Hit him where it hurts.
Oh, come on. I pressed, you saw that, she threw out an EX, but it wasn't, she threw out a special attack, but it wasn't an EX special. It just wouldn't let me.
Found your weakness.
I'm just gonna ult him. Is it a him or a her? I don't know.
Careful. I bite. Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? Careful. It's back. Now, you're the prey. Hit him where it hurts. Careful. I bite. Found your weakness.
See if I can stun him with this. This.
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness?
I'll do my best.
Careful. I bite. The final act begins now. Hit him where it hurts. Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? I'll make it painless. Oops, sorry. I'm in the zone.
James, time to rotate.
Don't get scared now!
Careful. I bite. Found your weakness. Here's a taste of the abyss.
So definitely still needs work, but It looks kind of doable, but as you can see, we didn't even hit 20, you know, let alone go over. And we got more score on the thing. I think a lot of times we kept missing. Some of them I was missing, but some of them I just kind of refused to parry just because it was like in the middle of a combo. Like if I'm in the middle of doing something with Seth, I don't want to cancel out with a parry too quickly until I'm finished like charging or whatever. So that's kind of one of the issues with Seth in general. But yeah, so not too bad. That's even worse because that's like what? We only got 11,000 or 4,500 score. No. Well, yeah, 45. But we only got 11.5 without the bonus points, right? So. And this is still, even with like, even though we took out Nangong, this is still like Jane, her weapon, and 3 Yuzuhas. That's still a 5-cost team, and it can't even clear. Now, again, this is mostly on me because I have to learn the boss and all that kind of stuff. But it just goes to show you why it's kind of hard to like bring Seth into stuff, even though he's a lot of fun. He makes for a good challenge run, so it takes a lot of practice. But against this boss, you know, this is our first time ever fighting him because I haven't fought him in the story either. So I'll play him out. I'll see what I'm missing. I'll have to read all this wall of text later and see what's going wrong. But yeah, for now, said we cleared it with Nangong without thinking because Nangong is kind of just overpowered. But it takes a lot more effort to try to do it with Seth. But we'll see. We'll do a Seth run. We'll try to. That'll be a goal this rotation is try to get a Seth over 20. I don't know if it's possible, but I'll try. But yeah, for now, anyway, see you guys in the next one.